The broken wing that flew, deep inside a peaceful forest, where sunlight filtered through tall trees and the wind sang soft lullabies, there lived a little bird named Tycho. Tycho was not like the other birds in the forest. He had a dream, to fly high, to soar above the treetops, to touch the clouds, but life had made that dream seem impossible. When Tycho was just a hatchling, a strong wind shook his nest and he fell to the ground. The fall broke one of his wings. The forest animals found him, cared for him, and nursed him back to health. But even after healing, Tycho's wing remained weaker than the other. While his friends learned to fly, Tycho could only hop and flutter for a few seconds before tumbling to the ground. He often sat on a low branch, watching the other birds soar through the sky. They raced with the wind, danced through clouds, and sang songs of freedom. Tycho would listen, his eyes filled with wonder and sadness. "Why me?" he would whisper. "Why can't I fly like them?" The other birds didn't understand. Some tried to cheer him up, while others flew away, too busy with their own skies. Tycho felt left behind, alone in a world that was always above him. Days turned to weeks. Seasons changed. Yet the dream inside him refused to fade. One quiet evening, an old owl landed beside him. The owl had watched Tycho for a long time. With his wise eyes, he saw not weakness, but strength buried deep within the young bird. "Why do you sit here every day, little one?" the owl asked. "I want to fly, but I can't," Tycho replied, his voice low. "Have you tried lately?" Tycho looked away. "What's the point? I always fall." The owl nodded slowly. "Let me tell you something. Falling is part of flying. Even the strongest birds fall. The sky belongs not to the strongest, but to those who never stop reaching for it." That night, Tycho couldn't sleep. The owl's words echoed in his mind. Maybe he couldn't fly yet, but had he truly given it everything? Had he truly tried? The next morning, before the sun rose, Tycho climbed to a slightly higher branch than usual. It wasn't far, but it was more than yesterday. He flapped his wings and jumped. He fell, but he smiled, because for the first time, he had tried again. The following day, he climbed even higher. Again he fell, and again, and again. But something was different now. He wasn't afraid to fall. Every time he flapped his wings, he felt them grow stronger. Not perfect, but better. His confidence grew with each tiny step. The forest watched. The squirrels, the deer, the rabbits. They all paused to see the little bird who refused to give up. Tycho trained every day. Rain or shine, he was there, flapping, falling, learning. His wings began to carry him for longer distances. First a few seconds, then a few meters. Each flight was a victory, each fall a lesson. One morning, as golden sunlight bathed the forest, Tycho climbed the tallest branch he had ever dared. Below him, the animals gathered. Even the birds flew down to watch. The owl sat silently on a branch nearby, proud but quiet. Tycho looked around. The sky was waiting. His heart raced. He spread his wings and jumped. At first, there was silence. Then he soared. Not perfectly, not gracefully, but he was flying. The forest erupted with joy. Birds cheered from the treetops. Animals stomped their feet. The wind welcomed him like an old friend. Tycho flew above the trees, tears in his eyes, his dream finally real. He had done it, not because he had perfect wings, but because he never gave up. His heart had flown long before his wings ever did. From that day on, Tycho became a symbol of hope in the forest. Whenever a young animal felt like giving up, they were told the story of the little bird with a broken wing who touched the sky. And sometimes on quiet mornings, they would see him in the distance, Tycho, soaring freely, reminding the world that dreams don't belong only to the strong. They belong to those who refuse to stop dreaming. Moral: you may fall 100 times, but every rise makes you stronger. Never give up. Your wings will find the sky when your heart refuses to quit.